Alright guys, part 2 of the Trinidad club selection. I wanted to show you guys the ash. I'm pretty much just at the second third. The flavors have mellowed down a bit. Peppers died down. Nuttiness is almost gone. Earthiness is still there. It's down to like a solid medium body. The one thing I'm not crazy about is that you guys know that I really like when there's a lot of smoke output and it's real thick. The smoke is thinned down a lot, and I don't get that much from each draw. It's thinned, you know, I get pretty much barely anything, but maybe, you know, it's not a big deal, but I like it when there's a lot of smoke, and at the beginning there was, but it's died down a lot. So it's medium body, peppers died down a lot. It's still there. Nuttiness is pretty much gone. It's still earthy. Still has some nice flavor there. It's not super complex. Doesn't have too many flavors. As you guys can see, the ash is held on. That's, guys, that's well over 2 inches, and it's curved. You know, so it might even be probably not 3 inches, but you know, over 2 inches for sure. There's a burn line, not perfectly straight. You guys can see that part there is lagging a little bit. Not a big deal. Doesn't really mean anything. One time you really want to be alarmed is like it's a really big, you know, like a valley, but it's burning fine. You know, good construction. Still very enjoyable. Really good cigar. The smoke's really got thin, and you don't get that much, but it's not a big deal. Still a great cigar. I'm just gonna let the ash fall off like I usually do. See how far it gets. You guys can see there the ember spreading. You can see the flame spreading. It's correcting itself. See, good cigars, they fix themselves. There's the ash. Came off nice and clean. Didn't land on me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right there in the right there on the chair. Huge, nice big chunk of ash. There it is, nice and solid. When the ash falls, immediately you want to take a nice couple long draws. Keep the cherry lit. There, nice and thick. I like that. Alright, good. That nuttiness came back. You see, the flavors would have been more potent. The more smoke you get, the more flavors you get. When it has a bad draw, when it's real tight, you get less flavor out of it. When you get more smoke, you get more flavor. It's more of the tobacco is burning all together evenly. So hopefully now it'll get more smoke out of it. Oh, awesome. Way more smoke. It opened up a lot. That's great. Sometimes when you leave the ash on too long, what it does is it restricts oxygen from hitting the cherry, so you get less smoke. So that's most likely what it was. I just wanted to see how big the ash would get. Now, if you leave the ash on for too long, you get less oxygen, it might die on you. Then again, if you're always ashing it, you're exposing the cherry. You might get burn issues, it might die off on you. The last thing you want to do is when the ash falls off, is just leave it there and forget about it, because most likely it will die off, and then you have to relight it. Every time you relight it, you're charring, you're heating it in a short amount of time with a lot of heat. You're burning, scorching the tobacco. You never want to do that. You never want to burn it quickly. Now, if you're the type of person that just goes and gets their lighter, the torch lighter, and just lights it in 2 seconds, you might notice that right away, right off the bat, it's a little bit harsh, or maybe you don't notice because you've done it for so long. But give it a shot. Try toasting it. Try putting the flame away, going nice and slow. I mean, what's 30 seconds going to cost you? I mean, you can't spare 30 seconds. Just give it a shot. Just 30 seconds. Don't put the flame, right away from it. Just toast it nice and slow. Try to get an even burn. Then, when you see that it's smoking, put it closer, light the middle part, take a few slow draws, put the flame a little bit closer, and then you're good. 30 seconds to toast it I'll do a video on that. That way you let the flavors really light up slowly and develop properly and get a nice even burn throughout. So if you light it properly from the start, you shouldn't have any burn issues while you're smoking your cigar if you keep taking regular draws. If you just leave it there, then most likely it'll die. But if you get an even draw, you'll get an even burst of flavors and you won't get any burn issues. So I'll do a video on that as well. It's always worth it to take your time and prepare your cigar properly so you get the intended flavors and good performance. I mean, it might be too much for you guys, might not care, you just light it, smoke it, whatever, you don't care. But you know, if you're one of the, like me, I like cigars. I like it's like a hobby. I really like to get the most out of my cigar, the most enjoyment. Yeah, so it's opened up a lot. More oxygen's hitting the cherry. Better draw. Nuttiness came back, still got some nice earthy notes. Pepper's died off a lot, it's almost gone, but it's still there. I don't get the tingle on the tongue anymore. Strength wise, pretty low strength. I mean, I think by now I don't get affected that much by the nicotine. So I can't really gauge too well if it has a lot or a little bit because it doesn't really do anything to me anymore. There are some out there that still give me a kick, like Alec Bradley Tempest. What else? Some Ashtons, a VSG has a nice kick. Alec Bradley, Prensado, Julius Caesar, and some other cigars. Yeah, you can still feel the nicotine. There, I just got a pepper kick. Real good. I really like how it's opened up and I'm getting a lot of thick, rich, very silky smooth smoke. Love it when it gives off a lot of smoke. Room filling. If I was in a room, it would fill the room. That's what I like. That shows a good draw, good cigar. Perfect. Nuttiness came back. Very good. So if you're taking the bands off soon, and I can already tell you, you see that? If it does that, it means they put it on perfectly. The glue didn't get onto the actual wrapper, which you don't want. They didn't put too much, they put the perfect amount. They took the time to line it up. They put perfect amount of glue, so it won't take a chunk of the wrapper off when you take it off. Might even be able to slide it off, which I can already tell I can. So that shows a good craftsmanship. Also, the seams were, they're invisible. Super smooth. Great construction. You might even want to, instead of just taking a draw and throwing it out right away, you might want to keep it in there, keep it in your mouth a little bit. Don't inhale, but just close your mouth, let it sit there for a second or two, and then let it out slowly. That way you can let the flavors develop inside. Coat your whole mouth, and you can see if there's anything you missed, where you get the full flavor profile. The pepper came back. Now that the draw opened up, all the flavors got elevated. It got stronger. and it's got real spongy. The smoke is getting a little bit hot, but not too hot, not overbearing. Still good. I'll slide off the band. Slides right off. Perfect. There it is. Trinidad. And the second band slides right off as well. Club selection. Leaves the wrapper unscathed. Perfect craftsmanship. Cheaper cigars that they don't really care. You know, lower quality. You take off the band, takes off a chunk of the wrapper with it. It's really bad. Or the glue gets stuck onto the wrapper. It's not good. That means they did a sloppy job. To be honest with you guys, the smoke is getting pretty hot. It might be tunneling a bit in the middle, where the cherry just surpasses. You know, it passes the fringes, the wrapper and binder, and the filler where the cherry is. Just it keeps going where it like tunnels through, and it leaves these guys behind. And it makes the smoke hot because it's getting closer and closer. Almost in the last third. Probably over 40 minutes by now. You get over an hour out of this. The smoke that's coming off smells real nice. Real nice, earthy. Still medium body. I haven't noticed any nicotine strength off it. Real good performance, real good construction, nice flavor profile, nice mix of flavors, not just one flavor. Very consistent cigar. The flavors don't change so much, or at all. I haven't noticed any changes in flavor. Usually don't judge a cigar by your first few draws, 'cause right after you light it, the tobacco's got, you know, real heated. So at the foot of the cigar, usually you'll taste pepper in most cigars, and then it'll die off. Peppery cigar is when you get it at the foot, your first few draws, and it stays. Real consistent cigar. Flavor stays the same throughout. The burn line, a little bit pretty weird burn line, not a big deal. If I wanted to, I could ash it and fix it up, but it's not worth burning the cigar to have a straight burn line. It doesn't do anything. Real nice and smooth, burns well. Good construction. Nice flavor profile. Has some body to it. Out of 10, I give it an 8. Good cigar. Not my favorite, but I like it a lot. Definitely smoke it again. I definitely buy more of them. They're a bit expensive, $9. For $9 and even for less, there are some cigars there are some cigars that I would prefer for less than $9 and for $9 that I'd pick over this. But it's a good cigar, and I would definitely smoke it again, and I would buy more. Maybe not a whole box, but I'd buy a few. Just leave them in there, age them, get them out of the wrapper, the cellophane wrapper. Just leave them in there. Forget about them for a while, let them age a bit, see if anything they get a little bit better. Good cigar. Real good smoke output. Nice, rich, thick, smooth, and you get abundant smoke. I like that a lot. Alright guys, if you have any requests, any sort of video you guys want me to do, or any cigar you want me to review, if you have any questions, let me know. Alright guys, like I said, if you want to send me anything, let me know in the comments. Give you my email, we'll talk there. If there's something you want me to review, if I can get my hands on it, I'll review it for you guys. Alright, till next time.